This is what I've got mapped out for now. I think this dump is coming, okay? Probably, you know, it's probably going to take a while, okay? I would imagine it could be 5 waves, it could be 3 waves. I'm not exactly sure. In fact, let's call this an A, B, and looking for 5 waves to the downside. So I like the idea of 5 down here, okay? Let me pull the fibs a little bit better than that. Boom, right there. Let me adjust this. I haven't adjusted this since earlier. Boom, right there. Got it, and got it. There it is. So I'm looking for this to kind of come down with some volatility in 5 waves. That would be ideal. Now, what's the target zone for that? I like this trend line, but it doesn't have to hit this trend line. Anywhere in here, guys. Anywhere in here. 23K to 22.7 maybe. Maybe a 5-wave move down to this range right over here, the bottom of these waves right in here. 786 to the 1-to-1. It could come deep, okay? Now, what I think is going to happen after that, okay? So we got, basically the way I'm looking at that is that this would be this would be 3 waves to the upside, okay? Now we're getting maybe, this is a maybe here, 3 waves to the downside, okay? And then we need 3 waves back to the upside, okay? That 3 waves right there to the upside is going to take us into Fed news on February the 1st, okay? More than likely, I would imagine. So this could, tonight, come on down fast, relatively quickly, okay? We dump first tonight, and then we're going to get a pump that could be relatively quick. And as long as it happens and finishes somewhere before Fed news, right there. And that's when the rate hike, this is when the rate hike is shown to us. This is when the Fed comes out and says, hey, this is what the rates are, right there, that orange line to the upside, okay? So this is if we come down here, I'm looking for a pump back to the upside with possibly higher highs. We pump, we take out the liquidity up here, okay? And then we dump, okay? And that entire structure is going to be A, B, C correction. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. Guys, I just had to bring that video to you because I just gotta laugh sometimes. That was Sunday night's live stream, and I get this comment, hey, Forrest, the forgotten words, man. You win the prize. You win the prize. My favorite comment. I get this all the time. So as always, we go up or down or sideways. I love it. There's a guy that doesn't listen to the video or has no clue about trading, and I just wanted to share with you that you just revealed yourself, my man. You revealed your ignorance. If anybody tells you, guys, anybody tells you, we'll get this off the screen. If anybody tells you that they know where the market's going, they do not, and you should immediately, well, you should not watch the channel anymore. If you're coming to a channel to get ideas about someone's perspective, then that's what you're looking for, guys. Listen, everybody's got a perspective, and the market is going one way or the other. It's going up or down, right? Or it's going to range sideways for a while. So we know that, but everybody's got a perspective, whether it's moving averages or support and resistance or order blocks or pivot points or whatever indicator that you use and technical analysis that you use to give you an edge on the market to take trades by, you know, that's fine. Everybody's got their own deal. My channel is all about Elliott wave. That's my edge. That's what I like to look at. And so I come here and I look at wave structure, how the waves form and the shapes that they take, and the wave counts. And we do a lot of counting and shapes and drawing on the screen because we're applying an awesome principle called Elliott wave theory. And I just gave you an example of something I drew on Sunday night, guys. And I was calling for this 5-wave move down. I said I didn't know for certain that was going to happen, but it was certainly a likely wave structure to see. And I went ahead and traded that and had a very successful trade. In that it was pretty good. And then basically the next move here is I'm calling for an upside move back to the upside here. It even came down to the target zone we were looking at. It was beautiful. We took profit yesterday. Our Discord did, and a lot of us went long down in here, and we're still holding this long for now. We got entries down in this range on that wick and rejection after the 5th wave. It's great. In fact, my 2 little white lines are my entry level right there. And then, we're going to wait and see what happens. But, guys, what we're doing here is we're studying wave structure. And I'm showing basically applying Elliott wave in front of you so we can get a sense for where the market is going to be going over the next couple of days. Now, just to reiterate what I said on Sunday and just bring you guys an update video, everything's looking good right now. I've got two basic counts that I'm watching, and just want to share those with you right now. So the first count that I'm watching is the one that I just shared Sunday, and it's playing out pretty well. We've got let me get this off the screen just a little bit so you can see this connecting wave in the middle. That's what we call an expanded flat. I did a video on expanded flats last week. You can check that out. And so what we've got is a 3-wave move to the upside. We got 3 waves down. And actually this came 90%. We can actually get a 5-wave move to the upside if we wanted, or it could go up in 3 waves. I do not know which it's going to do, whether it's going to go up in 5 or 3. Either would be fine, okay? But looking for some move to the upside, probably pumping into the news tomorrow, and maybe even after the news. A lot of times we get counterintuitive moves because we're expecting a rate hike tomorrow. That's usually good for the DXY. That means DXY, the dollar, should be pumping tomorrow while we get a dump in the markets. And that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a dump coming in the markets. So Sunday's video said pump and dump incoming, and that's exactly what we're getting. We're getting this. We're probably going to get this pump into the news, and maybe even after the news all night on Wednesday night for a dump on Thursday and Friday down to target. Okay, down to our target zones. Now I've got target zones down here at 20K, 21K. 21, 22. We'll just have to wait and see. I was drawing a bunch of all these squiggles you see on the chart of drawings from this morning's live stream in the Discord. So keeping my people abreast of that well before you guys. And we look at the wave. We look at the waves twice a day at least. We share charts. So guys, if you want up to date and live analysis on a regular basis, and you want to get that kind of information from somebody who knows Elliott wave and can do it, and you can learn Elliott wave in the process as someone does it, as well as through my educational resources. That's what the Discord is for, okay? It's to teach you guys Elliott wave, and so you can learn from somebody who's been practicing Elliott wave now for about 5 years and is pretty decent at it, applying it to the market. Okay, so if you want to learn that piece of the puzzle, which is how we kind of predict where these corrections might go. Sometimes a lot of guys just don't understand these corrections. They don't see any pattern or any shape to them, and we do as Elliott wave traders. That doesn't mean we know exactly where it's going. We sometimes there are difficult areas of a correction that are very difficult to follow, but nevertheless, if you can track it, it'll eventually show itself and give you an entry into the market. So we're tracking this correction. This is the way I'm tracking it for now. So I'm looking for a pump into tomorrow, guys. More than likely. That doesn't have to happen. Obviously, this could, my count could be off a little bit. We could 3-wave and then come back down a little bit. There's any number of shapes that can be made here, but this is my primary thinking, and we adjust that thinking along the way. But this is the way I'm thinking right now. We pump into tomorrow's news, maybe even after the news. There's going to be a lot of volatility, ups and downs in here. We pump up and then we drop sometime either Wednesday or Thursday, and we start heading to the downside fairly quickly over the next couple of days. Find a bottom on Friday maybe, and then consolidate over the weekend. Let me see if I can get this over here. There you go. And maybe making some kind of a leading diagonal to the upside, and then a 3-way pullback. And all of this action takes over the weekend as it starts to move back to the upside, and we start pumping again. And this is the entry we want to be looking for to take a potential long if the market comes down here. So we're going to watch and see that. But anyway, guys, I don't know where the market's going. This is a trade idea based on Elliott wave structure. This is a common structure where you've got an A, B, and a C wave. We zoom out a little bit and you see what that's doing. Basically, it's a correction that we've been expecting to take place on the daily chart. We've been, let's see if I can get that on the daily here. There we go. Boom. Let me get rid of the fib so you can see. Yeah, this daily correction is what we've been wanting to see. Okay, this a daily downturn here. A move, so it resets the RSI, comes on down. So we get a three-wave move. Boom, 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 right there, and then we go up for the next leg. That allows the RSI to reset and then come back up for the next leg, and the next leg may be very big. And we got a 1, 2. Okay, this could be 3, 4, getting 5. That's a way to look at that. I've got another count that isn't this bearish, that doesn't come that deep. And so let me give you that count very quickly, and you'll understand what we're thinking here as well. We could possibly, one of the things I drew this morning for my people here is, instead of, this is the same structure right there, that same area, instead of coming up and then coming down deep like that, which is the first count, that we already have 3 waves. It's already in, it's already done, it's finished, and now we're actually working our way up for the next leg. Okay, the next leg, and that could take any number of shapes, but we could be heading up bullishly now for the next leg, and that could be the top of wave 3 up here. We get a correction of a wave 4 back down to these ranges, and then we go. So we may not revisit 20K, guys. We may not revisit these areas down here where the CME gap is. We may totally just start pumping up, but we're in a corrective phase right now. So impossible to predict exactly what's going to happen. We just track it as it's being created. We just track it, and that's what we're doing. So if you need some help tracking it, love to invite you into the Discord. We'd love to see you. But guys, just wanted to give you a quick update. That's what I'm thinking here, guys. I'm just my primary idea is that we're gonna probably pump into news and then dump after news. Now, if that's too obvious, if the market's looking for that, then we may pump beyond the news and dump on Thursday, Friday, which is what I've been talking about. I think that's a possibility, or we just dump at the rate hike if they do hike the rates. So I feel like we're primed for maybe a little bit of a surprise, where we could get some pump action out of the news. I think everybody's expecting, I think, a quarter, 25%, a quarter of a percent, and we might get a higher rate hike than that, or a lower rate hike. Maybe they say, you know what, this month we're going to hold off, and then we'll do it next month, and then all of a sudden that changes everything. We start pumping the markets. If they don't hike the rates as much as they say they're going to do, and then the market's pumped. So you got to be ready tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time. The Fed rates come out. So with that said, guys, that's what we want to just share with you today. That market's looking good. Hey, be cool in the comments, guys. When people share their ideas, we're here sharing your perspective. We're offering an opinion and analysis based upon a unique perspective, and everybody's got something valuable. Even Elliott wave traders. I know, guys. A lot of times people don't understand Elliott wave traders because it looks like voodoo, but you'll be surprised how powerful it can be in your trading if you add it to understanding liquidity and the market makers. You got to understand market makers and liquidity. You got to understand where that liquidity is to be able to trade, and then you add that with Elliott wave and order blocks, and all of a sudden you've got a pretty decent little system for trading. So if you want to learn that, you come on to the Discord. It's well worth your time and money to invest in your education, so you can stop losing money, and start trying to actually figure out the way the market actually moves. Okay, with that said, come on in, love to have you. Leave some love in the comments, guys. Leave some love and let this forced to forgotten words, man. You get the prize, man. You get the prize. Absolutely. Let me end it with that. Guys, it's up or down, as always, up or down. But I've shared unequivocally what I think is going to happen. So, but I'm ready for it not to happen. I'm ready for it to be nimble and to be quick and to jump over a different candlestick there. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Hey, see you tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.